Welcome to Entrepreneurship Development Vertical, the course name Startup Formation and Scalability. This class title Legal Structure and Registration. In the startup journey, we need to register as a legal entity. If the company may be in the private limited or public limited, the registration is very important. If the incubation center, the legal entity we call section 8 or sometime society. For this class, we understand why we need legal structure, what are the various legal structures available, how new startup company enter into legal structure. Now please understand why we need the legal structure. Company is a separate legal entity that enjoy better advantages. It provides limited liability protection to its shareholder, shielding their personal asset from the business debate. They have a personal asset. We have a separate company. We need to separate from their personal asset. That's why we need to go for legal structure. In the legal structure, maybe a limiting liability company, we are separate from our regular asset. In the company is going to get some loan, it will not affect our asset. This separation also enhance the operational flexibility, allowing the company to enter in contract. So main advantage of that, now I am going to start a new company means I am doing all the legal frame differentiate or distinct from the regular my personal asset. That's why we need the legal structure. In India, these are the common legal structure. Legal structure, business legal structure, sole trader, partnership, limiting liability company, limited company. We call LLP, limiting liability partnership company. Now, this we call ownership structure. We entrepreneur, they are having four major ownership. Nature of business, scale of operation, capital required, ownership right. These are the basic things of entrepreneurship, choice on ownership. If it is a small scale industry, we are dividing individual ownership, sole proprietorship, then collective ownership, we call partnership. Company may be a private company or public company, then cooperative. Please understand, small scale industry, the ownership structure generally individual owner, sole proprietor. Another type, collective ownership, partnership company, private or public limited company. Third, cooperative. These are the general ownership structure. This video lecture, we will understand what is partnership, what is private limited, difference between private limited and public limited, then what is meant by cooperative. Proprietorship means enterprise is owned or controlled by a single person. Only one man is running a business, we call a proprietorship company. He or she receive all the profit and bear all the risk. No others are involving here. One man show that we call proprietorship. Business concern, only one single man proprietor. No separate between ownership and management. Unlimited liability. All the profit and the loss towards only proprietor. So very less formalities. If you are going with some partnership means we need to understand the agreement and all. Here no more proprietorship, only a single owner. Single owner controlled by a single person. He or she receive all the profit and taking all the risk. This is proprietorship. Then partnership, minimum two members involved. An association in two or more persons who have agreed to invest the capital and share the profit of a business which they are going to run. Two or more member. How many number of people involved in the partnership company? Minimum two. Maximum in general 20. So profit or loss sharing based on the agreement. Contract we need to write in the oral or agreement by written way. The faith among the partners is very very important. If the partnership firm may be a short or large depends on the number of people involved and the how much amount involved. So partners, two or more involved in the business, they need to understand about the business. So in general, an association of two or more persons who have agreed to invest the capital and share the profit of a business which they turn together. Then company, we already discussed private limited, public limited. First company, a legal form of ownership to provide limited liability. A person, independent legal entity, existing separately and partner apart from its owner. We have a limited liability. Members are limited by his share. How much amount they are going to share. So we have limited private limited company and public limited company. Separate ownership from the management also possible. Number may be 2 to 20% is possible in the company. Now in the private limited company, more than two members involved, maximum sometime 50, profit and risk sharing for all the people. This is called private limited company. In general, most of the private limited company, only family members involved, the directors board also involved only in the family members. Then we have a public limited company. Here no restriction on transfer of share. Minimum number is 7. 7 number. No restriction in the maximum. Public are allowed to subscribe their share. That is very very important. One end private limited, another one is a public limited. The public limited, public are allowed to subscribe. In the private limited, only a limited person, known people only involved. They had agreement. What is their share? What is their contribution towards the company? Everything legally incorporated. Here, public's limited company, they have a regulation. Publics are allowed to subscribe. Now, we have a selection of appropriate form of a ownership. Nature of business. The business may be a person skilled or unskilled, may be a proprietary or partnership. For large scale, we are taking as a company. Area of operation confined in local proprietorship. National market company we have. So area of operation is very very important. Degree of control. Control may be a direct control, proprietorship, partnership. Otherwise, we have a company. Once again, capital requirement. Small amount for proprietorship, partnership, huge amount for the company. For extended risk, capable to bear for partnership or proprietorship. Here where company. Duration of the business. Define the duration. Proprietorship. Permanent basis company. For government, involve proprietorship. For government ready to apply government by company or corporate.